Good morning, all of you. Welcome you all in this platform of StudyIQ OPSC channel. Today, that is 24th of May, and we'll discuss today's current affairs. I hope audio and video both are working fine. So those who are online, please share this session to your friends. Those who are online, please confirm everything is fine. So let's start the session. Okay. 24th May. Today's news: 16th Asiatic Lion Census 2025, 16th Asiatic Lion Census 2025, Asian Productivity Organization APO 25-26. Thank you. Britain Mauritius Agreement, Chagos Island, 16th century Gotala inscription, and trans fat and WHO recognition. Similarly, we have a one-liner as well. Europa League 2024, Paus Volcano, President Draupadi Murmu presented Beverly Award. Asian giant soft shell turtle documentary, a new species of dart frog. So, apart from these, we have few Odisha related news as well. Okay. So, let's start. 16th Asiatic Lion Census 2025. 2025 Lion Census shows 32% of population rise. Why Asiatic lions' future cannot be secured by numbers alone. So even if numbers is rising 32%, but still the future is uncertain. Let's see. According to the 16th Asiatic Lion Census by the Gujarat Forest Department, the number of these lions in India has increased from 674 2022 891. So the number has increased, as we have seen. The number has increased. This shows an increase in 32%. This shows an increase in 32%. Okay. Increase in population and distribution. Apart from Gir National Park in Gujarat, main habitat, lions are spreading to new areas like Barda Wildlife Sanctuary. So Gir National Park apne janichindi Gujarat re hoche, and Gir is known for this Asiatic lion. Okay. So apart from this the natural or main habitat, you can say, Barda Wildlife Sanctuary भी वर्तमान अपन को देखिबा को मिलुची lion. Increase of 217 lions in 5 years. That is, in 2020 the number was 674. In 25 increased to 891. Sex ratio, if you see, male female ratio is balanced, indicating the healthy reproduction. So if you see the sex ratio, it is quite balanced. That shows the healthy reproduction. Okay. There are 394 lions in Gir National Park and surrounding sanctuaries, Gir Wildlife Sanctuary and Pania Wildlife Sanctuary. So if you see the Gir National Park, it is 394 lions. Okay. And if you see the surrounding area, Gir and Pania, Amreli district has the highest number of lions of 257, Amreli, while Mithyala Wildlife Sanctuary has doubled the number to 32. Barda Wildlife Sanctuary near Porbandar has become a newly established lion population area where the presence of 17 lions has been recorded for the first time since the year 1879. Okay, the number of adult females was recorded at 330, an increase of 27% of population. And Project Lion has helped restore habitats, strengthen prey base, and reduce conflict, conserve the Asiatic lion. So similar kind of jimti amra Project Tiger achi, simti Project Lion bhi apankar achi, and it helped us to, restore the number or increase the number and reduce the lion and human conflict jo amra achi, wild animal and human conflict, that has been reduced. And the strengthen the prey in the sense कि तंगर जो आमे जोटा कहूँ ना कि जेहेतु prey यानी कि तंगर खाइबा खाद्य जेहेतु आउ कमी गलानी जेहेतु deforestation ही चलची, then they started entering into the human habitation. तो से जिनसे को भी control करा जाएगी through this project lion रे. Okay, if you see the conservation success, that is Project Lion, goal to ensure long-term survival of the lion. Okay, कौन कौन measures नहीं है जी देखो, monitoring the radio collaring and collaring and GPS tracking, disease management, that is control of diseases like canine distemper, awareness campaigns to reduce human lion conflict. Okay, awareness campaign has been done, so it will reduce the conflict between the human being and the lion. Asiatic lions are smaller than African lions, and male Asiatic lions have short hair mainly on the top of their heads, leaving their ears visible. Okay, so the difference देखिए African lion और Asiatic lion भितरे, Asiatic lions are smaller than the African, and male Asiatic lions have a short hair mainly on their head, so तांकर कानो दुइटी देखा जिवो आपनको properly. Unique feature, they have vertical folds of skin on their belly, which is absent in African lion. So this is जोटा अपन कहबे कि features, physical feature जोटा कि हमें distinguish करेगा between the African lion and Asiatic lion. If you see the protected under Wildlife Protection Act, this is absolutely protected. That is Schedule 1. As you know, 1972 Wildlife Protection Act and Schedule 1 रे जति जाको रखा जाउची जेकोनोसी एनिमल को, that means absolute protection has been given to that. Sites जोटा international trade of conventional international trade of endangered species, it has been placed under the Appendix 1, needs strict conservation effort. Classified as endangered by the IUCN Red List. जो Red Data Book या Red List अछि, International Union of Conservation and Nature. In that list, it is considered as the endangered, highlighting the urgency of conservation. Okay, highlighting the urgency of conservation. These facts are important as far as your prelims point of view. Difference गोटे feature हमें देखिले. जेमती difference होची तांको belly पाखरे vertical fold of skin था. कारो Asiatic lion रे. Okay, जोटे कि African lion case रे absent था. Apart from that, तांको status जति देखिबे 1972 रे Schedule 1, Appendix 1 रे sites and IUCN रे समाने endangered. Next, Asian Productivity Organization 2025. India has assumed the chairmanship of Asian Productivity Organization for 25-26. Asian Productive Organization for 25-26. Madhusmita, Namaskar, and Joy Jagannath as well. The decision was taken at the 64th governing body meeting of the APO, reflecting India's growing role in productivity and economic development. So, ये Asian Productivity Organization रो India has become the chairperson. इटा को मन रखिए. And this decision was taken in the 64th governing body meeting. Asian Productivity Organization केवे establish करा जायतला 1961 रे by 8 founding members including India, and this is an intergovernmental organization. Intergovernmental organization, more often you might have seen. What is the meaning of this intergovernmental organization? The meaning is among the government. Okay, there is a kind of agreement sort of thing among the government, and this organization has been set up. Sitmen seta ko intergovernmental organization boli kuha jauchi. Okay, objective to increase the productivity in the Asia Pacific region. Increase the productivity in Asia Pacific region. Cooperation and sharing of technical knowledge among the members, and headquarters hochi Tokyo and Japan. Headquarter hochi Japan re अछि number 1, एवं यार main काम कोण नहीं जो productivity organization कोची या production को increase करिवा through what know how or the technology sharing. So Asia and Pacific region ने जते countries गुडी को अछंदी, they will have a coordination among them. केमती ना knowledge, innovation, technology sharing या through रे ही सेमाने कोन करिवे production को increase करि परिवे among the member countries. यदि members देखिवे total number of members are 21, तो की सेठी members अछन देखंतु India, Japan, South Korea, Thailand, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal and Philippines. These are member countries, total 21 member countries. Okay. India's role, let's see, founding member and chair for 25-26. तो 2025 and 26 भितरे India रा role कौन रहूची? ना एक तो founding member plus chairperson as well. If you see the goals of Indian presidency, the theme is prosperity through productivity. The theme is prosperity through productivity. That is goal of India's presidency, right? Prosperity through productivity. Key focus areas कौन देखो? First, digital transformation, connecting MSMEs with technology. MSMEs कौन? Na micro, small, medium enterprises. And MSMEs are quite, आपण कही परिवे, they are struggling with respect to this. कि technology से मनकर access नहीं, से मनकर credit facilities नहीं, से मनकर innovation नहीं. So that's why these MSME sectors are struggling, right? So since these are struggling, तो technology रो cooperation and technology रो assistance will be given to the MSME sectors. So with respect to digital transformation. With respect to skill development as well, to make the human resources ready. Make the human resources ready. So make the human resources ready through what? Through a better facilities of skill development. Through a better facilities of education and through a better facilities of health. Okay, so to make the human resources ready, this is another objective, that is the skill development. Okay. Green growth technologies that reduce carbon emissions. So we need to focus on the green technology, what we can say. Green technology. Okay. Increasing India's participation in the global supply chain. Increasing India's participation in the global supply chain. That means overall needs productivity or to increase the productivity. Okay. Next, Britain-Mauritius Agreement, Chagos Island. Britain formally hands over sovereignty of the Chagos Island to Mauritius, right? Diego Garcia to be leased for 99 years, okay, with respect to 101 pound sterling, that is million per year. So now it has been handed over to the Mauritius. Okay, let's see strategic importance. Diego Garcia is a major military hub in Indian Ocean, home to US bombers and naval bases. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has described as the foundation of Britain's security. So, जमती बाकी countries गुड़ी को कौन करचुंदी military base establish करूचुंदी. Similarly, they have also, or the Britain, with the help of Britain, US bombers and naval base city hitla kuti Diego Garcia. If you see the legal dispute, judicial stay, a British court imposed a last-minute temporary stay on transfer, which was later lifted. Sagutian residents concerned, people forcibly displaced in the 1960s and 70s fear Mauritius sovereignty will make their chances of return difficult. Okay. मधुस्मिता कौन बुझी पारुनांदी कौन बुझी पारुनांदी कोई भी राइट अच्छा चैगोस डिस्प्यूट देखो 1965 रे कौन हला ब्रिटेन सेपरेट चैगोस फ्रॉम द मॉरिशस टू फॉर्म द ब्रिटिश इंडियन ओशन टेरिटरी जो कॉलोनियल मास्टर माने थिले द कॉलोनियल मास्टर द सेम एटीट्यूड से मानकर एबे भी कंटिन्यू करूची राइट तेणु 1965 रे ब्रिटेन कौन कला देखो ये जो डिएगो गार्सिया जोटा हमें कहूचे ना इट वाज एन आइलैंड द्वीप जोटा हमें कहूचे राइट द्वीप सो द्वीप जोटा थिला तो खास करके एटा मॉरिशस रो आइलैंड थिला मॉरिशस रो से डिस्प्यूट विषय एना कुआ होची देखंतु मॉरिशस रो थिला सेटा टू फॉर्म द ब्रिटिश इंडियन ओशन टेरिटरी तो जेहेतु सेटा को कैप्चर कला 1965 रे एंड wanted to make that area or that island koi paribe British Indian Ocean Territory. 1966 leases to the US for Diego Garcia military base. तो एक तो ब्रिटेन निजे नहीं गला and US को एटा लीज रे दे देला बुझियो जी लीज रे दे देला 2019 UN and International Court of Justice order Britain to return sovereignty of Chagos to Mauritius. तो 2019 रे जेहेतु एटा ओरिजिनली of the Mauritius तेणु ताकू ऑर्डर करागला यूएन और आईसीजे द्वारा कि एटाकू फेरी दिया काहाकू मॉरिशस को. सो दिस वाज द ओवरऑल idea आपण कह legal dispute देखो a British court imposed a last minute temporary stay on the transfer which was later lifted. Chagusian residents concerned, people forcibly displaced in the 1960s-70s, fear Mauritian sovereignty will make their chances of return difficult. तामाने simply कोण जेतु 65 रे it was captured by the Britain. तेणु जो माने सेठी रहुतले they were in fear. से माने कोण कहले भाई जो sovereignty lose कला कि Mauritius, probably Mauritius will not return back that sovereignty. तेणु सेमानकर chances is quite difficult. Suppose जमती Andaman Nicobar is part of Indian territory, right? But it's an island. Suppose kali जदि any such other country can capture it and capture करके out कहा गुसे दे दो कौन lease रे. So it is difficult for the Andaman Nicobar people, and they cannot trust on the India's government as well. कि India government पूरी तरह फेरी पाएगा ना नहीं. Once you will lose the sovereignty. जदि आपण independence or sovereignty lose कलो, obviously the colonial master माने जेमती behave करूथले during this freedom or colonial era could be a possibility. सही type रो चलियो. Okay. तेणु with the fear of that, Chagusian residents concerned सेमानकर कौन थिला? People forcibly displaced, यानी कि सेठू से माने पळेवा start कले. Right? The Chagusian archipelago is an island group in the Indian Ocean, a part of which falls under the British Indian Ocean territory. तो Indian Ocean रे British रो किछि किछि island गुडी का एबे भी अछि, कारण से जो colonial time समय they have captured and they have ruled. Now also there are small islands जोटा कि Indian Ocean रे अछि and they belong to Britain, कारण से समय से माने capture करी के रखिछन. It was separated from Mauritius and is under the British rule. There is an important US military base on Diego Garcia, the main island of Chagos archipelago. Now, Britain already kahaku de dithla US ko. Now, why Britain has given to US with respect to military base? Kahingi se de dithla. The reason huji Indian Ocean is something very important as far as the global trade route. Okay, so global trade route re, to secure the safe passage of their ship, जो vessel गुड़ी को जाऊँगी, cargo ship गुड़ी को जाऊँगी, to safe and secure their like cargo vessel and ship. So US को से military base establish करीबा को दे दिया इतना. It consists of 58 islands and located in the Indian Ocean, about 500 km south of the Maldives. Okay, map रे जदि आपण देखिबे, आपण को देखिबा को मिलिबो. ये होची Chagos archipelago. ये होची मालदीव आपण जानिथिबा आइलैंड तार आउरी साउथ को. So those countries, they are so called democratic countries. Okay, हमको democracy से माने सिखौचंदी other parts of the world को, the so called democratic countries सही माने ही काम करूछन. Colonial expansion. 16th century Gutala inscription, let's see. Sculptural inscription recovered from Chandrasekhar temple in Haberi districts of Karnataka reveals the horrific human tragedy of 1539 AD. 1539 जो मसीहा आपण करथिला चंद्रशेखर टेम्पल जोटा अछि इंस्क्रिप्शन रे किछि मेंशन अछि व्हिच वाज अ हॉरिफिक ट्रेजेडी. कोन देखिबा डिटेल रे. लोकेशन गुटाला विलेज, हाबेरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ कर्नाटका, नियर चंद्रशेखर टेम्पल. लैंग्वेज ऑफ स्क्रिप्ट कोन सेठी इंस्क्रिप्शन को लैंग्वेज रे लिखा जाई छि. दिस इज कन्नड़. If you see the date, Saka Sambat 1461. Historical significance, earliest recorded account of a natural calamity in India. So this inscription shows us there was a natural calamity in India. Okay. Inscription description, let's see. Status of the tragedy, 6,307 people died due to drought. Okay. Morudi podithila. So social response, Marule Odia, son of Nanidev Odia, buried the bodies in baskets. This act was done to earn merit for the ruler Timarasa Swami, and depiction in sculpture, Morile is depicted carrying a basket full of bodies. तो सी समय जेहेतु ड्राउट हेइतला तो से समय रूल की करूथला Morile Odia. Okay, से कौन कले buries the bodies in basket to prove the loyalty to his master. एवं master की थला main master Timarsa Swami. Historical context. The inscription mentions sign, that is territorial unit, which indicates the local administrative structure. Cultural aspect, if you see, burial of the dead was considered as a religious social duty, and the concept of earning merit for the ruler reflects the state people relationship. So किछि cultural interpretation देखिबा को मिलुची जो जगह बॉडी को बरी करा जाइछि या तो कौन दफना देना जोटा कहवा जाए ना पुत्ती दवा से बरी करा जाइछि, that region shows the socio religious spot आपण कहि परिबे. So religious and social duty जोटा हमर कहवा जाए rituals, so last rites को नेकी and माने से समय भी से rites थिला plus that shows the state and people relationship. I mean, it was the duty of the state to bury the dead body or to provide the last rites of a dead human being. That shows the context so good. Trans fat and WHO recognition. Austria, Norway, Oman, Singapore have been recognized by WHO for eliminating trans fat from their national food supplies. Trans fat. WHO has set a target to eliminate industrially produced trans fats globally by 2025. ये 2025 सुधा target तो थिला to cover 90% of the global and 70% of the regional population under this policy. ये trans fat exactly कौन? आपण chips रो packet देखी थिबे, जदि chips रो packet या any such packaged food देखी थिबे, सेठी लिखा ही थिबो zero trans fat. I mean, आपण जानी थिबे, it has been instructed to those companies whenever you sell a particular food packaged form रे सेठी लिखा है protein, let's say carbohydrate, such thing सेठी trans fat भी लिखा जाता है, तो 0% of trans fat लिखा जाता है. So what is the trans fat? Let's see. Trans fatty acid are unsaturated fats that undergo the process of hydrogenation. In this process, liquid oils turn into solid fats. Okay, liquid oils turn into solid fats. It go unsaturated fat बोली कहा जाए. Now, types. Natural trans fats found in the small amounts in red meat and dairy products. Natural trans fat होची dairy products जो हमें consume करो जब maybe milk, paneer, cheese, butter, ये जो जिन्सो इठी भी trans fat slightly रोची small amount of red meat. Okay. Industrial trans fat found in partially hydrogenated oils which are used in processed food. Artificial जो chips packet रे जो आसुची chips and other such processed food, in that packet also hydrogenated oils that contains what? Trans fat, processed food रे. Main source of trans fat देखो, fried and processed food such as biscuits, cakes, margarine, vegetable ghee, baked goods, pies, pastries, refrigerated dough, fats used for cooking, margarine, oil, etc. So these are the main sources of trans fat. Indian position, FSSI, that is Food Safety Standard Authority of India, limiting trans fats to less than 2% in edible oil and fats is applicable in India from January 2022. Just remember this. The limit has been decided less than 2% in the edible oil and fat is applicable in India from January 2022. This regulation in line with the WHO best practices. Okay, WHO best practices. Fine. So, okay, let me tell you. जेहेतु वर्तमान हमरो prelims October September रे हबो जो माने डिसाइड करि नांती एग्जाम although आपण फॉर्म फिल करिथिबे एग्जाम दवा पई प्लान करूचंदी, यू कैन प्रिपेयर विथ अस थ्रू आवर फाउंडेशन बैच जोटा कि आरंभ फाउंडेशन बैच हमें कहूचे. प्रिलिम्स एंड मेंस इंटीग्रेटेड मैनर रे कोर्स को कंप्लीट करा जिवो. ओके, एठी रहिबो आपनकर लाइव क्लासेस, राइट, 1000 आवर्स ऑफ लाइव क्लासेस. आपन को स्पेशली गोटे मेंटर एलोकेट करा जिवो आपन को गाइड करबा पई. आंसर राइटिंग ऊपर फोकस करा जिवो. ओके कंप्लीट नोट्स अपन को मटेरियल दिया जिबा हैंड रिटन मटेरियल प्लस क्लास नोट्स क्लास रे जो पीपीटी यूज करा जो फैकल्टी को द्वारा से भी अपन को दिया जिबा as you know there are 4 subjects and ethics is one very new to everyone तो सेटा को कंप्लीट या स्पेशल फोकस दिया जिवो एसए सेशन से हमर अछि ओके सो इट्स ए कंप्लीट पैकेज एंड 12 प्लस टेस्ट सीरीज भी हमर एथि फ्री कॉम्प्लीमेंटरी अछि तो जो मैंने चाहूँगी जॉइन करिए दिस बैच शुड बी इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी ओके इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी रे रहिबो बेस्ट फैकल्टीज इन द इंडस्ट्री दे विल टीच यू सो द ओनली थिंग यू हैव टू एनरोल मु एनरोल केमते करिवे आपन को कहि देबी ओके सो एडमिशन क्लोजिंग होची 31st मे रे सिमिलरली हमर परिपूर्ण बैच भी अछि परिपूर्ण बैच विल एडिशनल फीचर जेमती एटा रहिला सेंटी रहइबो एडिशनल फीचर होची सेठी 12 प्लस टेस्ट सीरीज मिलथला एठी 23 टेस्ट सीरीज मिलेबो प्लस इंग्लिश ओडिया कंपलसरी भी अछि एंड दिस बैच इज इंग्लिश एंड ओडिया ओके सेटा इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी दिस इज इंग्लिश एंड ओडिया राइट जेन लाइव कोड आपने यूज करिवे बैच जस्ट स्टार्टेड केमती जॉइन करी म आपन कहि देबी टेस्ट सीरीज भी हमर अछि ओके कमिंग टू वन लाइनर करंट अफेयर्स यूरोपा लीग मैच रिजल्ट Tottenham beat Manchester United 1-0. Goal, Brennan Johnson scored the winning goal in the final minutes of the first half. Europa League record, Spurs have performed brilliantly this season with 10 wins and 3 draws and 2 losses. Trans fat देखो से होची जोटा मैं कहल ना कि unsaturated fat body रो fat accumulate करेबो सेटो ओके बॉडी रो फैट को सेटा एक्यूमुलेट करेबो तारो हार्मफुल इफेक्टिंग सेटा जोटा हमें फैट हमें व्हाई वी डू एक्सरसाइज कि फैट को कम करेबा राइट तो ये फैट को आहुरी कम करेबो अपन को एक्यूमुलेट करेबो फैट को सेत पई एफएसएसआई को जी एटलीस्ट जो आर्टिफिशियल फैट अछि ना ट्रांस फैट सेटा को कम करो नेचुरल तो ठीक अछि डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स हो कि रेड मीट हमें कंज्यूम करू छे जोटा मटन रेड मीट आम कहे से नेचुराली तो अच्छे बट आर्टिफिशियली भी जो आपंकर प्रोसेस्ड फूड गुड़िक आम कंज्यूम करुचे चिप्स हो बिस्किट्स हो ये सब जिनस फ्राइड फूड्स खास करके ऑयल रे ट्रांसफर जेतु रोची दैट इज आल्सो कमिंग टू आवर बॉडी एज वेल ओके एनीवे Europa League record Spurs have performed brilliantly this season with 10 wins 3 draws, 2 losses. Historic achievement. This is the club's first European title since 1984 UEFA Cup. With this win, Tottenham got a direct entry into the 24-25 UEFA Championship League. Okay. Paus volcano, one of the Costa Rica's most popular and active volcano. The Paus volcano has recently erupted. This volcano is located within the Paus Volcano National Park. Paus Volcano National Park. It's a composite stratovolcano which is an irregular shape and its area is about 400 square kilometer. If you see the elevation, 2708 meters above the sea level. Main crater about 1.5 kilometer wide. Volcano आपण जानी थिबे जो कोन शेप रे गोटे थाए ओके इटा को कोन कोंदी क्रेटर कोंदी जो जगह रे जेटा बाहर की आपनकर डिपॉजिट गुडी को हुए क्रेटर एंड दैट क्रेटर इज समथिंग of 1.5 kilometer wide and 300 meter deep, which is considered one of the largest active craters in the world. When July 9, October. President Draupadi Murmu presented Bravery Award. President Draupadi Murmu presented Gallantry Award to 39 gallant soldiers and officers of the armed forces, Central Armed Police Forces and State Union Territory Police at a solemn ceremony held at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Okay, this include 6 Kirti Chakras, 33 Shaurya Chakras, out of which 4 Kirti Chakras and 7 Shaurya Chakras were awarded posthumously. Posthumously means after death. Kirti Chakra kono? This award is given for displaying extraordinary valor, indomitable courage, and extreme devotion to duty on self-sacrifice away from the battlefield. Shaurya Chakra, this Indian military honor, is awarded for valor, courageous, or self-sacrifice while not participating in direct combat with the enemy. Okay, direct combat enemy न ही कि भी suppose जेम देखिए माने war time रे न हो जितले हमरा operations गुडी को चाले राइट operations गुडी को चाले terrorist hideout को destroy करबा ये सब जिंस से समय जदी death ही जाए so this award is generally being given. Asian Giant Soft Shell Turtle documentary, a documentary of the conservation of Asian Giant Soft Shell Turtle in Kasaragod, Kerala, has won the Dada Saheb Phalke International Film Festival Award. Man rakhte beta ko Asian Giant Soft Shell Turtle documentary. This has received the Dada Saheb Phalke International Film Festival Award. The film is dedicated to endangered species conservation and environmental awareness. Okay, endangered species conservation and environmental awareness. Establishment in memory of the father of Indian cinema, Dada Saheb Phalke. Okay, जे प्रथम सिनेमा करुथिले आपण जानिथिबे, who made Raja Harishchandra in 1913. Memory of the father of Indian cinema, Dada Saheb Phalke. Significance: honors excellence in India and international cinema. Conservation status: IUCN critically endangered quota. Asian Giant Soft Shell Turtle. That is Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Schedule 1. IUCN critically endangered. Okay. Conservation status of Asian Giant Soft Shell Turtle. A new species of dart frog. Wildlife researchers are the Instituto Nacional de Pesquisas da Amazonia in Brazil have discovered a new species of poison dart frog in the Brazilian Amazon rainforest. Okay, Amazon rainforest you will find the diversity of this animal and plant species because of this equatorial region. Okay, equatorial region. The discovery has been published in prestigious scientific journals like Juki's PLOS 1 and highlighting the depth of Amazon biodiversity and need for conservation. The discovery was made in extremely remote Juruá River Basin region of the Amazon. Juruá River Basin. The new species belongs to the genus Ranitomea, which is part of the Dendrobatidae family, commonly called the poison dart frog. Poison frogs are known for their bright apsomatic color patterns, toxic skin alkaloids and complex behavior. This is the first new species in this genus in the last 10 years. Odisha news देखियो. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change clearance on Deomali Ecotourism Project. Deomali Ecotourism Project. Deomali Peak, Odisha's highest point in Koraput district. 16 crore ecotourism project under the Swadesh Darshan scheme. The project involved construction without obtaining mandatory forest clearances. The Swadesh Darshan scheme, ecotourism, ecology plus tourist, okay, ecotourism. Ecotourism ko promote kariba by the construction has been made, but allegation is there is no such forest clearance have been taken. So NGT in May 2025 National Green Tribunal जोटा कि आपनकर 2010 रे फॉर्म करा जाइथिला and what is the main role of the NGT National Green Tribunal aguru भी discuss करिचो, we already discussed it earlier, to make the to solve those cases faster related to environmental protection is जिनसे को नेकी. So directed the Odisha government to secure clearance under the Forest Conservation Act 1980, okay, within 3 months or dismantle the structure, destroy kar diye. NGT emphasized strict adherence to the Forest Conservation Act 1980 and Forest Rights Act 2006, prohibiting diversion of forest land for the non-forestry purposes. Okay, Forest Conservation Act 1980 and Forest Rights Act 2006 जो थी कि ट्राइबल मनंगु जो ट्राइबल because tribal people are very close to the forest resources. They have been given this responsibility, as we have already discussed. We have already discussed earlier. As per the Forest Right Act, जो tribal मनंकरो गोटे ग्राम सभा अच्छी, ग्राम सभा have been given the responsibility. कौन responsibility दिया जाइए कि any such minor forest produce को collect करिबा, economic activities सेठी जदी किछि अछि, तबे economic activities in the sense कि let's say suppose someone wants to sell liquor, let's say, okay, liquor sell करिबा को चाहूची, अनि ताको जो ट्राइबल जेमति आपण पीसा जानिथिबे पंचायत एक्सटेंशन शेड्यूल्ड एरिया शेड्यूल एक्ट, इन फैक्ट पीसा जोटे कि पंचायती राज सिस्टम को with a customized manner have been implemented in the tribal area. So along with the PISA, we have this Forest Rights Act as well. So by combining these two, city tribal manako kichi rights diya jaichi कि mandatory formation of Gram Sabha, and Gram Sabha has been given the power or authority to provide permission with respect to, let's say, minor forest produce raw collection ho, economic activities ho, okay, liquor sale ho, जमती मैं अपन को कहली, जमती सिटी जो अपन करो mining जो activities हो ची, सिटी minor mining को suppose जमती minor mining हो ची बाली, major mining हो ची अपन करो iron ore सब, major mining with the state government, but minor mining जोटा ची set up with the अपन करो ग्राम सभा जो tribal society रो, तो सेति पई NGT is quite serious with respect to or with this matter. The Wildlife Society of Odisha filed a petition in 2023 highlighting unauthorized construction threatening the local ecosystem. Odisha government contended that the site is not a notified forest, but the NGT questioned the presence of forest protection committees if the land was not forested. Odisha government argued कि this area जो area रे construction सब चले ची, that does not belong to the forest area. Again NGT says if that is not forested area, but why these forest protection committees have been formed? What is the purpose of this? So that's why NGT has given the instruction to the government. Next, Odisha CM unveils 1.15 lakh crore industrial project. In May 22, 2025, Chief Minister Mohan Charan Majhi inaugurated, laid the foundation for 24 industrial projects worth of 1.15 lakh at Kalinganagar Industrial Complex in Jaipur district. Jajpur district. Okay. These projects are expected to generate approximately 36,000 employment opportunities across sectors such as steel, ferroalloys, chemical, solar energy and food processing. As I have already told you, since Odisha is rich in mineral resources, earlier mineral resources were exported to other countries. Now we have started industrialization process as well, so that those raw materials can be used by our own industries and we will be exporter of finished products, not of the raw materials. Okay. Notably, investment include Tata Steel's 47,599 crore integrated steel plant expansion and Nilachal Ispat Nigam Limited's 61,769 crore expansion. International companies from Japan, Germany are participating with ventures by Linde India, TYK Ceramics, Almamet India, Neo Industries, Coreware Surface Technology and Lechil India. The initiative aligns with the outcomes of the Utkarsh Odisha, Make in Odisha conclave, emphasizing the state's commitment to industrial growth. Black pepper cultivation in Kandhamal. Introduction of black pepper cultivation. Kandhamal district, renowned for its organic turmeric. Kandhamal haladi hame janche, is set to become a major hub for the black pepper cultivation under the Mukhyamantri Janajati Jivika Mission. Mukhyamantri Janajati Jivika Mission, black pepper जो कि गुलमरिच में कुछ, okay, approximately 500 acres across 5 blocks, Daringbadi, Raikia, Z Udayagiri, K. Nuaga, and Tumudi Bandha have been earmarked for this cultivation, involving around 4,000 tribal households. Agroforestry model. This cultivation will follow an agroforestry model, that is agriculture plus forestry, utilizing existing trees like sal, mango, and silver oak as support structure for the black pepper vines. तो सी गच्छ उपरे ही कारण से लटा गुडी को जेहेतु अछि गोलमरीच गच्छ होची लटा टाइप रो क्रीपर्स जोटा हमें को दीज आर द क्रीपर्स सो से जो बड़ बड़ गच्छ अछि से गच्छ रे ही हमें सपोर्ट सिस्टम भाबरे यूज करियो economic prospects with a proper care the crop is expected to start yielding after 3 years and can continue up to 25 years. Implementation agencies, the Integrated Tribal Development Agency Baliguda will oversee the project with support from the Horticulture Department and Krishi Vigyan Kendra. Favorable agroclimatic condition, Kandhamala's hilly terrain, favorable climate and good rainfall make it ideal for the black pepper cultivation. Okay, so these are the very small scale range semane koruchani. Black pepper, as you know, king of spices, British black pepper pai hi asithile, has a high market demand. It's a cultivation of expected to significantly improve economic conditions of farmers and specifically the tribals in this region. Tribal manangaro economic livelihood opportunities better over, economic position better over. Odisha forms 16-member committee for integrated development of Kotia region. Kotia region, as you know, जोटा कि आंध्र एवं ओडिशा रा बॉर्डर पंचायत कोटिया पंचायत, it's a dispute area because both the states are claiming this is part of our state. Committee formation, the Odisha government has established a 16-member committee to strategize developmental initiative in Kotia, a disputed gram panchayat claimed by both Odisha and Andhra. The panel will define the structure, funding, scheme convergence for a special agency aimed at fostering progress in the region. Cultural promotion, the committee will also promote Odia language, culture, tradition in the Kotia region. Comparative assessment, a comparative assessment of development schemes provided by Andhra Pradesh will be conducted to formulate appropriate measures. If you see the historical context, the long-standing dispute over 21 out of 28 panchayats in Kotia dates back to 1960 with the Supreme Court in 2006 upholding status quo and leaving jurisdiction resolution to the parliament. So 2006 रे जेतबेले केस टी सुप्रीम कोर्ट को जाइथिला कारण सुप्रीम कोर्ट रो कहबा कथा होची आज पर द आर्टिकल ए के और आर्टिकल 4 जदी आपण जानिथिबे नै आर्टिकल हाँ ये आर्टिकल 3 जदि आपण देखिबे तेबे बाउंड्री अल्टरेशन रो पावर कहा पे रोची एक्सक्लूसिवली ऑन द पार्लियामेंट तेणु जेहेतु कोटिया पंचायत बाउंड्री को नहीं के डिस्प्यूट अच्छे बिटवीन दिस टू स्टेट्स 2006 मसीह सुप्रीम कोर्ट आई मीन अपहोल्डिंग द स्टेटस क्यू यानी कि जेमती अच्छी है सेमती ही रहइबो. Parliament has the power to resolve this issue or dispute between two countries. Kotia has a population of around 5,000 residents. The initiative aims to ensure integrated development and strengthen Odisha's administrative presence in the disputed region. Kana lokomane bhi chahuchandi the state which will give us maximum development, we will definitely think for that state. Okay, I mean semane dekhibe apanଙ୍କର election jo last heithila na, they have voted in both the states. So now they have this option कि जो state आम पाई अधिका चिंता करिवो will spend money for our development. So आमे सही state सहित पळेबो. So this is what the local level because they have this bargaining power between this Andhra and Odisha. Okay. Inclusion of widow remarriage in the Mukhyamantri Kanya Vivaha Yojana. For the fiscal year 25-26, the state government has allocated 12 crore to this scheme to alleviate the financial burden of marriage for the poor families, community level marriage, जोटा गण विवाह बोली हमें को community level marriage to reduce the expenses and then implementation responsibility kahaku diya jaichi women and child development department. Okay, complementary program jodi apun dekhibe, it's existing marriage assistance programs for differently abled individual, intercaste couple and construction workers. Societal impact, supporting widow remarriage. The scheme aims to challenge societal stigma, so social stigma achi ki widow पुणी थे विवाह हो पार ना, एंड सोशल रीइंटीग्रेशन. ब्रॉडर एजुकेशनल इनिशिएटिव. द चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑल्सो रिव्यूड आमे पढ़िबा आम भाषा रे, ओके, program offering primary education in 17 indigenous languages across 10,629 Anganwadi centers in 15 districts. If you see the pioneering effort, Odisha becomes the first Indian state to implement a multilingual education system at the Anganwadi level, reflecting the commitment to the inclusive development. Okay. Odisha government initiative to protect SC/ST land rights. So what Odisha government plans to establish a corpus fund aimed at protecting the land rights of SC/ST population. Mechanism: under this initiative, government will purchase land from SC/ST individuals during emergencies and hold it for 2 to 3 years, allowing sellers the opportunity to repurchase it at the original price. The reason hochi kono na jehetu SC/ST जो लैंड गुड़िक अच्छी जो at the need of their or financial emergency case रे, they simply sell it to other people, and after that they cannot get the get, or they cannot repurchase it later because of the higher price. So now government has decided if any SC/ST wants to sell it, so government will purchase and wait for the 2 to 3 years, let's say, and will try to convince them, if possible, please repurchase it at the original price, जो price रे तमे नहीं थिलो सही price रे नहीं जाओ बोली. And what is the benefit of? Benefit is by selling they become landless. So से landless रू सेमानंकु कौन करिवा पाई, protect करिवा पाई. Now government has taken this initiative. Resale condition: if the original owners are unable to repurchase the land within the grace period, the land will be auctioned, but only to members of the same community. Auction तो करा जीवो, but same community को. Legal framework: currently STs face restriction on selling land in scheduled areas, and SCs across Odisha require sub-collector permission of the land sale. तो आपण दी general caste हेतिबे SC/ST टू जदि आपण land purchase करिबा को चाहंजे, you must take the permission from the sub-collector. 2023 proposal to ease these restrictions was withdrawn following public opposition, highlighted the sensitivity of land rights protecting measures. This initiative aims to balance land rights protection with the SC/ST communities to monetize assets when needed, ensuring they are not exploited during the financial emergency and community impact. By implementing this scheme, government schemes to empower SC/ST communities, preserve their land ownership and prevent socio-economic exploitation. तो जेहेतु बाकी लोग exploit करूचन because they are dire need of the finance and सेमाने सस्तारे बिकी दउचन. So सही टाइप रो जेमते exploitation न होवो, सही टाइप रो ये प्लान करा जाउची. Anyway, so let's start. According to 16th Asiatic Lion Census 2025 by the Gujarat Forest Department, the number of these lions in India has increased 674 to 891. Barda Wildlife Sanctuary has become a newly established lion population area where the presence lions has been recorded for the first time since 1879. Okay, I think it 37 no, it 17 thila, and first statement correct achi. Okay, answer 1 only habo. 674 ru 891 hichi. Clear? India has assumed the chairmanship of Asian Productivity Organization for 25-26. It was established in 1961 by 18 founding members. 18 founding members. Again এটা হচ্ছে আপনাদের 8টি ফাউন্ডিং মেম্বার্স ওকে সো only one next the Chagos archipelago is an island located in Indian Ocean part of which comes under the British Indian Ocean territory. It was separated from Mauritius ruled by the British. There is an important US military base in Diogo Garcia, the main island of the Chagos archipelago. Archipelago itmay kuha jauchi jehetu sethi ଦି ତିନିଟା ଆଇଲ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ଏକାଠି ଅଛି ତେଣୁ ଆର୍କିପେଲାଗୋ କୁହାଯାଉଛି ଓକେ ଶିଖା ଏଟା ବୋଥ୍ ନୁହେଁ କାରଣ 8ଟି ଅଛି 8ଟି 18ଟି ନୁହେଁ तो ए केस रे तीनटा ऑल ऑफ द अबव नेक्स्ट ऑस्ट्रिया नॉर्वे ओमान सिंगापुर हैव बीन रिकॉग्नाइज्ड बाय WHO फॉर एलिमिनेटिंग ट्रांस फैट देयर नेशनल फूड चेन Austria, Norway, Oman, Singapore. Okay. India has a limit of trans fats in edible oils and fats to less than 6% from January 2022. So it's 2%, right? 2%. So answer is only one. Next, a documentary on conservation of Asian giant soft-shell turtle in Kasaragod, Kerala has won the Dada Saheb Phalke International Film Festival Award. This award is instituted in memory of the father of Indian cinema, Dada Saheb Phalke. I think both the statements are correct. Okay. Industrial projects, the total investment announced 1.15 lakh projects are expected to create approximately 36,000 jobs. Only domestic companies, it's saying no. Any such foreign companies are also allowed. So 1 and 2. Next, black pepper cultivation initiative in Kandhamal district. Initiative part of the Mukhyamantri Janjati Jeevan Jivika mission, what we call. The cultivation will follow a monoculture farming model. The project aims to involve approximately 4,000 tribal households. Answer कौन होगा? Monoculture नुहे इटा होची आपनकर कौन? Agroforestry. तो agroforestry in the sense diversity. Okay, monoculture नुहे diversity. So 1 and 3. Next, civil defense volunteer. The training includes modules on psychological warfare, drone attack defense. The program is exclusively for individuals with prior military experience. National Disaster Response Force. I think you remember civil defense unit jota sarkar plan koruchandi. So say upar a question. The training includes modules of psychological warfare and drone attack defense. That is again wrong. Program is exclusively for individuals with prior military exercise. Okay. Disaster preparedness training ठीक अछि. बट ये जो साइकोलॉजिकल वारफेयर एंड ड्रोन अटैक डिफेंस से भली नथिला तो एटा आपनकर 3 ही हबो ओनली 3 जोटा अछि साइकोलॉजिकल वारफेयर अछि बट ड्रोन अटैक ट्रेनिंग समान को दिया जाउची डोंट नो एटा देखियो पड़ियो देखिवा फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट ओके साइकोलॉजिकल वारफेयर दिया जाई पर बिकॉज दे विल सपोर्ट द मेन फोर्स फ्रंट लाइन डिफेंस फोर्स को से सपोर्ट करिवे एनीवे मुख्यमंत्री जो आपनकर स्कीम थिला द स्कीम इंक्लूड्स प्रोविजंस ऑफ विडो रीमैरिज प्रोवाइड्स फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंस एक्सक्लूसिवली इंटरकास्ट मैरिज एक्सक्लूसिवली नहीं एक्सक्लूसिवली से कहूँ How कौन कहूँ implemented by the Department of Women and Child Development. That is true. It's not exclusively. It's for others as well. Intercaste हो, differently able होंदु, widow होंदु. तो सेमानक पई भी रहउची सो 1 and 3 ओके सो ये दुटी मेंस क्वेश्चन तो अछि एक्चुअली टुडे इज सैटरडे तो आई जस्ट फॉरगॉट टू पुट वन एसे क्वेश्चन आपन को तथापि गोटे एसे टॉपिक एटी दउची तो ये होची आपनकर सॉरी ये होची एमसीक्यूज अछि पूरा एमसीक्यूज अछि एटा ये तो मेंस क्वेश्चन मैं आपको एसे टॉपिक गोटे दे देबी एमसीक्यूज को सॉल्व करन द गवर्नमेंट विल परचेज लैंड फ्रॉम एससी/एसटी इंडिविजुअल्स ड्यूरिंग इमरजेंसीज and allow them to repurchase it at original price within 2 to 3 years. If the original owners cannot repurchase the land, it will be auctioned any interested buyer, but that must be within the community, say SC/ST. Aim to prevent distress sale of land by SC/ST individuals to influential person. Okay, so that is correct. 1 2 1 3. 16-member committee has been formed to strategize development initiative in Kotia. Committee chaired by the Chief Minister of Odisha. The initiative includes promoting Odia language and culture in Kotia region. Okay. तो थर्ड स्टेटमेंट आपनकर ठीक अछि फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट भी ठीक अछि बट दैट डज नॉट नेसेसरली हेडेड बाय द चीफ मिनिस्टर तार मुख्य बोली आमे से बड़ी किछि इंफॉर्मेशन पाइनु ओके तो आंसर वुड बी 1 and 3 ही हबो नेक्स्ट which of the following act mandates prior approval for the diversion of forest land of non forestry purposes that is Forest Conservation Act 1980 ऐसे कॉपी आपन चेक कर देबी ऐसे चेक कर देबी देखिबी आज काली भितर आपन को चेक करके कॉपी दे देबी तो ये दिटी क्वेश्चन अछि चाहिले एटा लिखि परिबे बट मो गोटे एसे टॉपिक आपन को दे दूची गोटे एसे टॉपिक लिखि नियंतु Art is I, science is we. Art is I, science is we. Okay, this is an essay topic. यार जस्ट मु आपन गोटे ब्रीफ आइडिया दे दूची आर्ट इज आई आर्ट होची आपनकर कला जोटा में कहूछ राइट व्हाटएवर आर्ट और आर्टिस्टिक रिलेटेड जिंसो दैट इज ऑलवेज associate with an individual okay आपण स्कल्पचर जने हुंतु किबा जने पेंटर हुंतु एनी डांसर हुंतु सिंगर हुंतु that is associated with I individual but when we say science can be used for development of humanity okay community I mean mankind so that's why it is known as science is we so science is we and art is I तो ये विषय रे लिखिबे essay क्लियर तो नेक्स्ट क्लास रे जदि हबो म आपन टिके को ब्रॉडर लाइन डिस्कस करिवि प्रोवाइडेड आपण काली सुधा यार essay दे लिखि की ग्रुप रे देइथिबे आई विल गो थ्रू योर essay एंड मंडे दिन म आपन को ब्रॉड किछि ओवरव्यू या विषय म आपन को कहि देबी क्लियर स्मारक ओके मु इमिडिएटली आपन को दे देबी ओके फाइन आरंभ बैच विषय में आपन को कहि छी सो प्रोसेस में आपन को कहि दउ छी जॉइन करिवारो एटा देखंतु आपनकर आरंभ बैच एडमिशन क्लोजिंग 31 मे एटा होची ओडिसा रो ओके सिंपली एटा को बाय नाउ आपण करिवे एठी ओटीपी आपनकर नंबर देबे ओटीपी आसीबो देन टू ऑफर्स अवेलेबल लिखाइथो क्लिक करिवे लेफ्ट साइड रे कोड देबे जेएन लाइव डिस्काउंटेड प्राइस आसीबो बट जदि आपण देखिबे 1000+ आवर्स ऑफ लाइव लेक्चर क्रक्स 1-to-1 मेंटरशिप handwritten notes, special focus on Odisha-specific topics, daily homework, weekly current affairs, module-wise tests, exclusive session essay writing, unlimited recorded classes, prelims test series 12, and these are the faculties. Okay, जो माने आपण को YouTube रे भी पढौछन आपण मन देखिथिबे सो से माने लगातार क्वालिटी कंटेंट नै के आछन ए माने आपण को पढेबे एंड देन आपण डेमो लेक्चर भी जाई कि देखि परिबे ओके डेमो लेक्चर डेमो लेक्चर जाइए भी देखी पारे आप क्लियर तो ये हूँ जिनस सिमिलरली आप परिपूर्णा बैच भी देखी पारे परिपूर्णा बैच सेम फाउंडेशन बट दिस इज इंग्लिश ओडिया से आपनकर इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी ओके बैच एबे जस्ट स्टार्ट हेजी इफ यू वांट यू कैन जॉइन एंड गेट द डिस्काउंटेड प्राइस एज वेल एंड वी हैव सिमिलरली टेस्ट सीरीज होची अभ्यास बैच ओके 2023 25 तारिख रो टेस्ट स्टार्ट होची जो माने अक्टोबर रे प्रीलिम्स दबा को चाहउछन राइट परिपूर्ण बैच को जॉइन करिवार भी सेम प्रोसेस बट पॉइंट होची आपण डिसाइड करन तो जॉइन करिवे ना नै बिकॉज़ सिंस आपण को मिलिची ऑलमोस्ट 4 मंथ्स रो ड्यूरेशन जदि आपण चाहिबे ई सब अवेल करि परिबे फैसिलिटीज 1200+ आवर्स लाइव लेक्चर क्रक्स इंग्लिश रे मिलिबो आपण को इटे हिंदी इंग्लिश लिखा है बट इंग्लिश एंड ओडिया 1-to-1 mentorship handwritten notes special focus on Odisha specific topics compulsory English and Odia weekly current affairs module wise test exclusive session for essay writing unlimited recorded classes prelim test series and faculties होचंदी ए माने जो माने आपण को YouTube रे पढौचन ओके प्रोसेस सेम जॉइन करिवार बाय नाउ करिवे नंबर देबे ओटीपी आसीबो एंड कोड एंटर करिवे एंड यू विल गेट द डिस्काउंट एनीवे सो पीडीएफ मैं आपको दे देबे टेलीग्राम रे एंड फेसबुक रे इंस्टा मते आपण फॉलो करि परिबे इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरी एनी डाउट यू कैन आस्क थैंक यू एंड विल मीट डे आफ्टर टुमारो